Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, it was another David De Gea howler that led to Manchester United losing 1-0 to West Ham United. Away from home, the abysmal Manchester United form continues. Man, just stick around with me as we talk about this thing briefly. My name is Botswanapapi. The channel is the Football Power Hour. This is the Manchester United match review. This West Ham game just got the best of me right now. I'm defeated. We're going to make this super quick. First things first. Eriktenhag, I got questions. First question, Eriktenhag. What is Weghorst doing in the lineup? Now, just because I love you, it does not mean I cannot question you, Erik. Just because I love you, Erik, it does not mean I cannot question you. Why, Eriktenhag, does it look like it's happening again? Should we get ready for Thursday night? Why does it look like this, Erik? Spursy, shout out to you. Spursy says, Erik, question hog. No. Let's cut the music. Let's just be serious and make this super succinct and super quick. I got questions, and some of my questions go on like this. What was Weghorst doing on the lineup? What was Weghorst doing for more than 45 minutes if he was on the lineup, Erik? What was Weghorst doing? What was Bruno Fernandes doing ahead of Weghorst in a game? What was Martial doing in moments where he's close to a ball by the byline, and Bruno Fernandes is the Manchester United player closest to the goalkeeper? Something was inherently wrong in our tactics today. So Mourinho has talked about this thing, saying you have to there's principles of play and there's tactics. Adjusting tactics and still sticking to your principles of play is a possible thing to do, Ten Hag. I don't know if you've figured out how to do it yet. I don't know if actually when you're sitting down watching repeatedly mistakes happening after mistake, seeing warning shot after warning shot, you're sitting there sticking to principles of play or sticking to the seat on the dugout. I have questions, Erik. What was that? You know what? It's not just teams that are above the top 9 that we're struggling with. It's teams, anytime we travel, we get the traveling sickness, travel bug, travel something that just makes us so weird. We lost our identity. There's no team mentality anymore. We're just so different from the team that we saw right after Qatar. That Manchester United team is gone. The team that used to high-five each other every time when they win a tackle. The team that was stuck together building a team mentality. There's nothing. It's more about just the analogy I used in the watch-along. When you are checked out of school and you know you're just taking your body to school and you're not really anything but a body wearing a school uniform, and you're there to hang out with your friends, and there's a teacher that's coming there with, next semester we'll be learning about this, blah, blah, blah. Or they're just teaching you because we've all been in those kind of situations, or that varied in one form or the other. But this Manchester United team that we're fielding right now, defense aside, a lot of them do not look like they're up for the job. They do not look like they want to be a part of the game. Let's go ahead and do the thing that we always do, because we want to keep the stream very short. I'm going to do the match review right here. And then I'm going to do another match review with MUFC Realist TV, because you know what? This deserves some thorough reviewing. Let's go ahead and start with David De Gea. David De Gea, I got to give you David De Gea a D, a big fat D, David. D for David. I don't know if you were trying to go for alliteration, but it wasn't just a goal, bro. Many mistakes, horrendous mistakes galore. It's time. It's time. It's time. We bring a David Raya in. If we try to keep a David in the team, let's go for a different David. But so many mistakes. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'll give you C minus. A C. You were lethargic many moments. Lethargic. You know that yellow tackle, that slide tackle that got you a yellow card. It epitomizes where Wan-Bissaka is and a lot of where the team is. Kind of slow, not up to pace. There was just something that's just off. But he did not have a really bad day. Luke Shaw did not necessarily have. The thing about it is like we have to just look at these players objectively and be like, you started. Okay, Wan-Bissaka, excellent 1v1 defending for most of the game. And then that crucial foul on Antonio to get the yellow card. But it symbolizes where we were, where we are in the mentality and energy of the game, Luke Shaw, sorry, that's who we won. It's weird. You've been excellent at center half, and I thought that's your newly found position. But I'm starting to feel like some mistakes. Today, some mistakes was showing a little bit. Benrahma got the best of you a few times. And, he was not really, really, really the Luke Shaw that we've been seeing. But, not all the blame goes to him, because even though Luke Shaw was not really like up to it as much, he did not really have a howler like David De Gea. So Luke Shaw, you got to get a C minus. Lindelof, C. Lindelof, I have to give Lindelof a C. Lindelof, if it wasn't for that penalty, could have been a penalty. Could have been a fan, Lindelof. We got away. Dalot is interesting. Dalot was did I say Dalot? Malacia, sorry. Malacia. How do I have Dalot over here? Malacia. Okay, Malacia is the person that was in one of the in the left back position, and Malacia for me was all right, but offensively he was non-existent. Offensively, I don't know what grade are you giving him, but he was all right. He'll get a C for me. Fred, oh my goodness, Fred. Now Fred is an interesting one because Fred was not on this pitch. I just copied and pasted the previous lineup because I think it was Bruno, Casemiro, Weghorst. Who was in this position? I mean, not necessarily that position, but we had Antony. And then Weghorst. There we go. Let's just do that. Let's just get rid of this role and go give Casemiro. That's the person that I actually wanted to get into since we're in the midfield. Casemiro, I want to give you. You made lots of poor passes. Pretty much Declan Rice won today. I know there's nothing particularly that you can like, and lots of poor passes. We have to include that. Lots. Hella. Lots of poor passes. Unforced errors sometimes, Casemiro. You've checked out. C minus. Bruno. Now, Bruno, come on now. That's the last moment of the game. You are right-footed, Bruno. You are right-footed. What the hell are you doing? There's everybody in the box. Shoot with your left foot. That's the decision you go with? To shoot with your weaker foot? Come on now. Ow, Bruno. Non-existent before even, He was just MIA, I might have to give you a D because this is a moment when we're relying on you to be present, Bruno, and you were not there. Big up Eddie says, shout out to you, Power. These guys are burnt out too many games, it seems. Especially says these players have an attitude issue on survival mode, doing the bare minimum. Bro, D minus for Casemiro. Not a C. I probably gave him too much, huh? Spezzy says Eriksen. Oh yeah, it was in the person that was in there for Fred. You're right. So okay, so let's go ahead and let me put in Eriksen right here. Boom. So Weghorst is hard because he's limited, bro. It's like I can't ask like somebody who does not do additional mathematics to do a calculus quiz for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just unreasonable. like what are you doing? Asking Weghorst to do like something, you know what I mean? It's just unreasonable. So I just have to say, Weghorst, you made your you did your best. You worked hard defensively, and you had, I think, one shot on target. That's all that I remember. So Weghorst, the grade you're gonna get is a C minus. You know, great defender. That's what I'm gonna write about you. Great defender. Period. That's who you are. Rashford, overcomplicated. Over. Everybody, the theme up front was overcomplication, bro. Spursy, I don't know how you like. What is wrong with Rashford? Somebody, I think Karimo said, back to factory settings. Back to default settings. Antony was actually our slightly better in terms of our front line. He was the bright spark. Unlucky to not have scored when he hit the post. You know, um, hit the post and should have scored. But I'll give him a solid C. Eriksen, you're still. I haven't seen you since Qatar, bro. Eriksen is missing. Eriktenhag, today it's an E, my friend. I'm sorry. E for extremely important questions that I have to ask you, because what were those tactics? What are we sticking to? What are we waiting for? We're watching danger and nothing is happening. David Moyes is getting the best of you. You are outmaneuvered by our David Moyes. Erik Ten Hag, I expect better from you. There was few shout outs for somebody saying we should have gone with Porch, etc., etc. I obviously do not agree with any of that. I have to say, Erik Ten Hag, I got major questions. That was really, really horrible. Let me just see what the grades are before we close up. D minus for Casemiro. What grade did I give him? Let me bring back that screen. Okay, so we got C minus. We didn't. That's not too bad. Same for Bruno. Thank you. Eriksen gets an E. Eriksen gets an E. That's a total extreme failure for E for extreme, bro. Can I come off for a bit, Eddie? I'm actually about to do another. I need to hop on. We should have planned this. I need to hop on another stream, but I'm gonna share it right here. So MUFC Realist TV. That's why I'm gonna hop on right after this. So that's why I'm trying to finish this right now. So oh man, I would love to have you explain some of how you're feeling right now, bro. We can do this tomorrow too. Or for your channel. I'll come on your channel. How about that? And let me know when you're doing your review. But Erik Ten Hag, he has to get an E for me. Rash D, just overthought everything. Overcomplication. He's back to factory settings. That's what I said about him. Yeah, Erik failed today. Couldn't see enough technical changes. Maybe an F, bro. We are in the mud. F for fam. Benidre, I agree with you. Look at my grades. Do you disagree with my grades? If you disagree, tell me which one you disagree with. It's cool, power. I'll come on next time, please, Eddie. We gotta do it. We gotta do it better next time. Yeah, Erik failed today. That's the main thing that we have to talk about. And it's not to say what Erik Ten Hag out, not by no means at all. It's just one of those things where we recognize that you could have done better. And the players are tired. Obviously, we know it's not you shooting. It's not you making the decision like Bruno Fernandes made that horrendous decision to shoot right at the end when it's time to try and put in a last. Well, overloading the box. Why are you shooting? On your weak foot. Nidre, we're going to have to have a proper conversation. We can do this right after too, Let me know. We'll have a thorough conversation about this. So, Oh, guys, don't make me put the link right now. I'm already late for that stream. Let me go ahead and say thank you for everybody for just sharing your thoughts. If you have some more thoughts that you haven't shared, please leave your comment. I really appreciate that. And your grading as well, because poor tactics today from Erik. I don't know. I don't know what else you have to do, Eriktenhag. I know you're working with limited players, but there was still some things that you could have done. What was Garnacho doing on the bench? I did not even see what Fred's contribution was, but I saw him in there. You know. Anyway, that is the Manchester United versus the West Ham versus Manchester United match review. Thank you for joining in. Don't forget to hit the like button. I am distraught because this was a must-win game, and we bottled it. Erik, I am not happy. I was wondering what was going on in the first half, and I was left with more questions in the second half. I'm wondering what was Erik ten Hag cooking today. I love his cooking always, but today I got questions about it.